Okay, so Alaric has briefed you all on your mission, for want of a better word, on your assignment, and promised you all, of course, rewards. And now it's down to you to sort of gather information, to figure out what your next step is, and go out and find Rowan and bring him home, basically.
Yeah, I'm going to call for Huddy. Okay.
Huddy? Even just the "huh" and Huddy is there. Yes, sir, how can I help, please? Jesus. Just as you do before you start, Alaric's just like, sorry, Huddy has a tendency to be a bit loud. I've got some correspondence. If you wouldn't mind just taking this into the hallway, that would be wonderful, please.
That's right.
Absolutely. So you all sort of head out, the door closes, and then Huddy's sort of there grinning at you, giant tennis ball eyes, like ears flapping like a dog's tail.
Yeah. Huddy, I've just got a couple of questions to ask you.
As many as you'd like, sir.
I will. I'm going to just ask if you could try not to cry so we can get through the questions.
As sir wishes.
I understand you're friends with Rowan Bones.
Rowan is my friend and my master, sir.
Okay, good. When was the last time you saw Rowan?
Oh gosh, Rowan has been... I probably saw Rowan around 7 days ago, sir. Maybe 8. Perhaps 8.
Perhaps 8. And where did you see him?
Rowan asked me to send correspondence to the Selwyn girl up the road. But Rowan asked me to do it without telling Master Alaric, sir, and Huddy really shouldn't have done that, sir. Huddy shouldn't have done that, sir. If Rowan's in trouble, it'll be all Huddy's fault, sir.
Okay, calm down, Huddy. We're going to find Rowan.
Yes, sir. As you wish.
Going to be fine. Why didn't he want Alaric to know about the correspondence?
Huddy was not given all of the details, sir, but... Well, I'm led to believe that Rowan perhaps didn't do everything that Alaric would be necessarily happy with, sir.
Could you try with just being a little bit more clear, please, Huddy?
I think, sir, Rowan and Marcia Selwyn, sir, and I would never read their correspondence, sir, because they ordered me not to. I would never do it, but I think from their correspondence, what it might have said alluded, sir, to them spending time at the Obsidian Market.
Huddy, we had that conversation at the start about crying.
Yes, sir.
Try and hold it together. What's the Obsidian Market?
The Obsidian Market, sir, is where the people that Master Alaric would never be seen with, sir, where they like to hang around, where they like to get things that they ought not to be getting, sir.
Right, like potions, perhaps.
Master Rowan told me I should say he never... Master Rowan would never... Master Rowan... There were never any potions!
Okay, I understand. Where is the Obsidian Market?
Oh, that's easy, sir. If you follow the valley down to the east, it should take you around 45 minutes in the carriage, sir.
Okay.
You'll find a tobacconist. Follow the alley beside the tobacconist, and there'll be a brick wall. 6 bricks up, 7 bricks in, tap it with your wand, sir, and in you'll go.
6 bricks up, 7 in... East through the valley, 45 minutes.
Yes, sir, by the tobacconist.
Can I say that Flint's going to be taking a knee and he's going to be tying up his shoe and he's trying to listen through the keyhole to see what is happening with the correspondence.
Give me a listen check, please.
40. Yes.
40. So you put your ear against it and you hear inside just the sound of quill on parchment, the sound of sort of an owl chirping in the window as well. It's nothing untoward that you wouldn't expect to hear, just a guy sending a letter in the wizarding world. It's pretty standard.
Fair enough. Ties his shoe and stands back up.
Has anyone got any more questions for Huddy?
No. No.
I think you've covered it.
Huddy, you have been especially helpful. I was just wondering, because I imagine easy for one to, get a bit lost perhaps in a market of Obsidian, and do you happen to know where your master happened to frequent in the market?
Not that he would go to the market, obviously, and we know that you know that he doesn't go to the market.
Thank you, sir. Yes, quite a good point. Excellent point that Huddy was about to make, sir.
But if you want us to help your master, it might be in your best interest to disclose that information.
I always want to help my master, sir. And I've nothing to disclose. Of course, master would never go to the Inferno, ever. And neither would the Selwyn girl from down the road, sir.
What is the Inferno, Huddy?
I have no idea, and if I don't know what I've never heard of it, and I would never read the correspondence from Master, and even if it was, it wouldn't go into any detail, so I would have no extra ideas, sir, about the Inferno, or what it was, or that Master Rowan and Marsha Selwyn would sometimes attend together, or not.
Okay.
Sir.
Okay.
It seems like we have a lead. I'm not used to this. This is something my colleagues do, not me.
Well, it'll be good for you to get out and about.
I'm kind of enjoying myself.
Oh, good.
Like the old days. So good. Yeah.
Good. Before we go, Huddy, is there anyone else that Mr. Rowan was friendly with or spoke to a lot, around here?
I understand the Selwyn girl had a love interest, sir. I don't know whether they were close, but it's the only other name I've heard any time recently from Master Rowan.
And what's the love interest called?
I'm not sure I ever caught a name, sir. Just her boyfriend.
Okay.
He returned. I don't know where he went, but he returned.
Okay. Cryptic. Thanks, Huddy.
Happy to help, sir.
Just to confirm, the last time you saw the Selwyn girl was the last time you saw also Mr. Rowe. Is that correct?
No, sir. I have never seen the Selwyn girl. I go to collect correspondence from her, but she leaves it somewhere for me. I do not collect it from her myself.
Thank you.
Can we find her?
Certainly. She lives in a house some 3 or 4 minutes up the road.
Would you show us?
I'm not entitled to leave the Bones premises, I'm afraid. But if you make a left as you come out and walk in a straight line for 3 minutes, I'm sure you'll find it, sir. It's a big house, much like this one. Though not as large, Master Alaric would like me to remind you.
Would he?
Okay. No, Huddy.
Nice.
Sirs, I hope I've been of help. Is there anything else?
Another top up if that's all right.
Naturally.
Thank you. And our jackets, if you wouldn't mind.
Oh, of course, sir, of course. Huddy returns with each of your jackets, handing them to you.
I profusely thank the house elf and shake his hand.
He's gone again.
Too
gracious.
I take a sort of a hanky or a cloth or something from my pocket and I give it to Huddy.
The sobbing intensifies. Never has such a gesture been afforded to Huddy. So it takes the handkerchief. Hands it back.
I keep it.
Sir, I cannot keep a wizard's articles.
Honestly, it's yours.
Oh, gosh, I shall treasure it forever.
I leave the house and take a right.
Okay, we're coming, Thomas.
Really lives up to his namesake, doesn't he? Does Thomas?
Nice.
Very good. Very good.
Okay, so you've left the house and you've made a right.
Yes.
Okay.
Don't see any houses.
You walk for a few minutes and there are no houses to be seen to the right of the house.
Okay. I'm going to turn around and head back to the front door and wait for these three to come out.
Okay. Are you guys...
Flint's sat on one of the steps, just smoking his pipe, just waiting for you to say, it was a left.
That is clear now.
Very good. Okay, is there anything else you want to do in the Bones Manor? It's quite a large place, or are you planning to just head straight out to the Selwyn house?
Oh.
Stick with our first lead.
Yeah, let's go to the Selwyn house, because we'll have to come back for the carriage, right? Yeah. So let's go to the Selwyn house. See if anyone's there.
Okay, you take a short 3-minute walk round to the left from the Bones Manor, and there you see another house, similar to the Bones Manor, but the hedges just aren't quite as tall, not quite as well kept. It's a single gate rather than double gate, and you look into the grounds, and the house is still large, but it doesn't seem to have wings. It's just a large sort of country house. The main difference with this one is that the gates don't swing open as you arrive. You see the gardens. There's a elderly lady sort of tending to them. But that's pretty much all that you can see in the premises.
Well, to the front door.
Yeah, I guess we try the gate.
The gate is locked.
Ah. I call out to the old woman. Excuse me, elderly lady?
Yes? Hello. Give me a moment, please. And she waves her wand, and the shears that were going on the hedges sort of stop, and the berries that were putting themselves in a basket desist, and she sort of gets up and she brushes this gardening apron off. She takes off her gloves. 4 strapping gentlemen at my house. My lucky day, is it? What do I have to thank for this?
Miss Selwyn?
The very same.
Flint, lovely to meet you.
Lovely to see you. And she reaches her hand out as she looks you up and down, and then she sort of licks her lips. The teeth behind the tongue, not very well kept.
Can I ask you, are you only Mrs. Selwyn or Miss Selwyn at this residence?
I am now, yes.
But there's another.
Oh. Hear about Marcia?
Yes, Marcia.
Whatever Marcia has done now, I'm not interested. And she puts her gloves back on. Because Marcia has tainted the name of Selwyn enough. If you don't mind, I must get back to my gardening.
Well, not so hasty. Marcia's done nothing wrong. We're here on behalf of Mr. Bones. We're trying to help.
Oh, the Bones. Marcia's done nothing wrong. You're here for the... Please. This has a nightmare written all over it. Give me a charm.
Aww.
See if you can loosen her a little bit.
Stop this old lady. Oh, missed by 1.
She looks at you and she just says, "Look, if you must know, Marcia stole my mother's ring collection. She stole our house elf and pawned it. I kicked her out and I want nothing more to do with her, nor that Bones boy who got her into this. I'll tell you that for nothing."
The Bones boy got her in something. I thought she had a boyfriend.
Oh, the filthy half-breed. Yes, quite right. So, not a half-breed yourself, are you? Centaur down there, you're hiding some hind legs.
I pull out my cards from my inner pocket and I wish her good afternoon. She knows what that means.
She says, "That's a greeting. Usually, sir, you're as dim as the Nox spell, honestly. Usually you say good afternoon when you begin a conversation. Have you no decorum?"
So I thank her.
Amazing. Take a -5 for your role playing. You can apply that to any role and just take 5 off of it.
Okay.
I guess I just say to the group, I just say, can you just give me a minute with Miss Selwyn alone and see if I can talk some reason into her.
Be my guest.
Of course.
Okay. I wait till they're out of earshot.
Mm-hmm.
And I say, look,
Yes?
I understand. I hear your pain about the half-breeds.
Tell me about it. They're everywhere now as well, aren't they?
They are. It's very common now.
I know.
Things have changed.
Tell me about it. My own daughter dating one.
Yes. I guess I'll just... Look, there's some money in this for us. We're trying to do a good thing for Mr. Bones.
I cast a listening jar.
Okay, give me a simple magic check.
There's me. failure.
You cast a listening charm, and you can hear the rustling of the trees louder.
It brings a smile to my face.
I understand you may have no desire to see your daughter again. You may not care about the Bones boy. But perhaps if you were to help us, some of the money that Mr. Bones is going to pay us could be used to help buy back your house elf and perhaps your mother's rings. At the very least, you might stand to benefit that way.
Give me a fast talk or a persuade, or you can do it with advantage as well. It was great role playing.
Sure. Hey, that's just a success.
Okay. She sighs. She says, "Look, 10 minutes in Marsha's old room. You can have a look around, find what you need, but I must get back to the gardening, and frankly, my blood boils when I talk about her, okay? So just leave me alone. Just look in her room. It's up the stairs, first door on the left, and just, that's all I need from you, okay?"
Okay. Thank you, Miss Selwyn.
Yes.
Been very kind. I'll make sure the others wait outside.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not actually a centaur, is he?
Not as far as I know.
Keep close eye on him.
Okay. Yeah, yes, I guess I could go up.
Yeah, of course. So the gate's open. Her front door is open. You're all sort of welcome to go in and sort of have a little look around.
Yeah. I guess I'll go up to Marsha's room.
Yep.
And I guess I'm going to look for correspondence, like somewhere she might keep letters. So
Okay.
perhaps like in the sleeves of books, maybe a box under a bed, something like that.
Okay, cool. Well, I tell you what, give me a spot hidden, again with advantage since you've specified where you're looking.
I'm going to follow.
Okay.
Hey! It's an extreme success. It's a mega success.
Oh, mega success. Okay, wonderful. Let me go to my folder of props.
Ooh. Salt.
I'd like to stay outside with Mrs. Selwyn.
She is more than happy for you to stay outside with her. Let me hand... So you find this, and in following, you find this, Thomas. And while you're dealing with that, we'll have a look at what's going on outside. She says, "Oh, excuse me, the big one with the arms. Could you... I just can't quite reach that bird's nest. I need to prune it down. Would you mind?"
Well, yeah, I mean, I'll try and get up there real quick. Do you mind holding my jacket for me? Is there a Mr. Selwyn by any chance?
Not today. She takes your jacket and sort of holds it a bit close to her nose.
Flint rolls up his sleeves and starts climbing up to get this bird's nest.
Mm-hmm.
Where would you like it, Mr. Selwyn?
Can you give me a charm roll, please?
Oh, a nat one. Nat one. Holy shit.
Where would I like it? What is your name, sir?
My name's Flint.
I would like that very bird's nest in my bedroom.
I don't think we're talking about a bird's nest, are we, darling?
Oh no. She undoes one of the buttons on her blouse. Though you can see nothing more because there is a gardening apron in front of it, but she undoes it nonetheless. She sort of licks her 3 remaining teeth. And she walks off into the house.
I look at Flint and giggle.
Amazing. Wonderful.
What have you found there, Thomas?
I can't read it.
Okay.
I don't know what it says. Tell me, though.
It says, Marsha, find some root. The gentleman said it was a good fit. Find some root. I think that says root.
If you give me a potion making check, please,
Yes.
Mr. Beardmore.
Which I get with advantage now. So come on. Yes, pass.
So you know that root would be the street name for powdered root of asphodel, something that has taken to the streets in abundance recently.
Okay. So it says, Marsha, find some root. The gentleman said it was a good fit. Big score on me before I go. Big score on me before I go. And that's from Row, which I presume is short for Rowan, if my powers of deduction are in line. I also found a list that said Obsidian, and it's ticked off a few names, but Werewolf remains unticked or crossed off, saying...
Inferno's also on there.
Yeah. I thought that's what that might be. Interesting. I guess should we go outside and show... Well, do we want to look for anything else? What else could we look for here? I guess I'll look to see... is there any, like, potion-y paraphernalia in the room?
Since you were successful with your spot hidden earlier, you're pretty confident you've picked the room clean. You couldn't find any loose floorboards, any sort of holes or anything.
Thomas, should we...
Yes,
go
and
through the others? Yeah.
snatch them. Not in an aggressive manner, just in an excitable, take them, run downstairs and run outside and say, look.
As we pass the stairs, I'm going to be back in a minute. All right. I'm going to follow Mrs. Selwyn to her quarters.
Okay, we'll have a fade to black there. We'll fill in what happens with their imaginations. Okay, so while Flint is speaking to Mrs. Selwyn privately, the three of you are outside.
Yeah.
Chatting, I guess, about what you found.
Well, I know that this is the street name for root of asphodel. So I think they're doing some potion stuff.
Bad potion stuff, would you say?
Maybe. I guess, do I know what it would be used for? I would have thought so.
Yeah, so powdered root for asphodel, you'll know, is kind of like an entry-level street potion. It's not like basilisk blood or like boiled Vela hair.
Yeah.
But it still does give people like a little bit of a kick for some energy at times, but also sort of like gets rid of sort of inhibitions and stuff. Just like an energized but calm existence when you've ingested some.
Okay. They're mixed up in something not good, aren't they?
Yes, and what do you make of these names? Well, obviously we know about the Obsidian Market, but is that also Inferno written there?
It appears that way.
But what do we make of vampire, troll, and werewolf?
Perhaps they are names of people who sell, maybe sort of pseudonyms for people who sell
yes,
potion making things.
This is a fine idea. I mean, I really hope we don't encounter one of those things. That would be quite unsettling.
Well, I know you run fast, so you'll be okay.
Look, I next time we encounter some unseemly chaps, I do hope to keep it together. I'm sorry about that. Yes. I'll do better.
That's okay. Why don't you show me your best dueling stance?
Yes. As you're giving him a dueling lesson, Mrs. Selwyn is going to say to you, "It's been wonderful, Flint. But if you wouldn't mind seeing yourself and your friends out now, they have massively overstayed the 10 minutes I allowed them. I am not upset about it. But if you ever come to these parts again, do call in."
Oh, darling, it was lovely.
Quite. If you don't mind, I must freshen myself up before I leave. She sort of ushers you towards the door.
And I come downstairs and I gently whisper, "That always the fewer the teeth, the better."
Flint, you dog.
Okay, so
I make a sanity check.
Absolutely. You guys are pretty confident you have picked the Selwyn house clean. There's nothing more that you could get out of either Mrs. Selwyn or from looking around.
Yeah. Okay, should we go and check Rowan's room just before we go? Because
It's a bit of a trek to where we want to go to next, isn't
That's
it?
true, and you did take 45 minutes to fuck this Selwyn woman. So, okay. Yeah, okay, maybe we should go. Okay, sure.
No. If we want to check Rowan's room,
Yeah.
I think it's wise to get some more leads before we leave the premises, because it is...
Oh, because we can't come back. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, okay.
You're heading back to the Bones house, so you take 3 minutes to get back to the Bones house, making the correct turn out of the Selwyn house, and heading on down. And you want to go to Rowan's room, is that right?
Yeah, that's okay.
Of course. So you head into Rowan's room. Huddy is very happy to see you all back. Oh, sirs, should I take your coats again? Can I get you any more drinks?
We won't be long. We won't.
But I assume Flint will have a drink anyway.
There you are, sir.
We're okay. Thank you, Huddy. I agree with Thomas. Would you show us to Rowan's room?
Of course, sir. Of course. I've not long finished tidying it. So Huddy takes you up the stairs and takes you on into a wing, and then makes a left and then a right, and then there's a room, and Huddy says, "This is where Master Rowan spends a lot of his time, sirs. Alaric has given you free reign, so I'll stay outside."
Just Huddy, if Rowan sent correspondence which he wouldn't send and you wouldn't read,
Of course, sir.
do you know where Rowan might keep it? If he received correspondence, perhaps, where would he? Do you know? Did you notice anything when you were tidying?
Give me a fast talk, charm, or persuade, whatever you feel like is more fitting.
Yeah. Ooh, that is a hard success on a charm.
Rowan would never send correspondence, sir, and certainly wouldn't keep any correspondence on an envelope on the back of the flap of the loose wallpaper.
It's okay, Huddy. Don't worry, we're not going to look there. But so you wait outside, and we won't look there.
Very gracious, sir. Thank you for taking the brunt of this from Huddy.
That's okay, Huddy. We're friends, you and I, Huddy.
Best friends, sir.
So eager to impress, I head into the room, go to the loose wallpaper, and start having a look.
Wonderful. So you walk in and you see his room. The house elves clearly keep it tidy as they do the rest of the house, but it doesn't have the same glamour or sophistication as the other parts of the house that you've seen. There's not a lot of heart to it. Like everything is sort of well kept but scuffed, for example. You head over to the loose wallpaper, and just as Huddy described, or suggested there wouldn't be, there is an envelope attached to the back of it. As you peel it back, you see an envelope, and within the envelope, you find two things stuffed inside of it.
Why don't you read me?
Yes, I can. It's the handwriting.
The handwriting?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll read it.
Yeah, maybe I need glasses.
Passenger 1707. What appears to be a W. Or an E? Yeah, you take a look. This one says, I got some, meet at Obsidian Market, tell Clancy about the Children of the Moon, Marsha. Could this be in response to this?
It could be, that's what I was thinking.
Am I, just fucking total punt, am I able to tell how long ago these were written?
Give me an archaeology check.
Oh God, well... Fail, obviously.
They were written at some point in the last century, you can discern.
On the same note, is there anything that I can deduct that happened in 1707? That was notable.
So 1707, if you can give me a... Ooh, we don't have history. Just give me a straight up education check.
Oh, marvellous. One of my worst. Oh. Wait, that's a 4. No, that's not. That's a 4. That's a 50. That's a no.
1707 was around about 106 years ago. That's about as much as you know about it.
Yeah.
I start reaming off loads of historical Muggle facts about 1707.
Go ahead.
Yes. 1707 was the year the King James reigned. The great witch hunt of Scotland was that year, I believe. Not our witch, I mean their witch. You won't get it. That was when. No, that was 1606. Hold on. 1707. Which war was it again? Was it Spain? Was it...
Albert, would you like a drink? You seem a bit tense.
I just realised I have no knowledge of the 1700s.
That was great. That was smashing.
Right, shall we... We don't know what time the market opens, but it probably doesn't advertise. Should we go? Should we just go to the Obsidian Market?
Yeah, best plan, I think. Yeah.
We'll go to the stables or wherever the carriage is.
As you're walking out of the room, can everyone just give me a D100 check, please?
81.
54.
Oh no.
Oh, that is 100, Tyler.
39.
39. Okay. So, Flint, as you're leaving the room, you step into a loose floorboard. And inside of it, you get a glimpse of what appears to be a jar. But as you're trying to get a closer look, Albert, with his 100, knocks you, and you push down on the floorboard with your elbow and crush everything that was in there. So it's sort of indiscernible.
Excuse me. I didn't mean to.
When I say stay behind me, I don't mean literally, all right? Just,
I'm very sorry.
I'm going to just
Pick
go
up
down...
my coins off the floor because they fall out.
Yes. I'm just going to go down to where the floorboard was, and I'm just going to smell. I'm going to give it a big whiff.
Okay, I'm going to need a hard success in potion making for this. So this is your half.
Yeah. But did you get advantage on?
You do.
Oh. Well, I mean, that's a fail, and I can't fucking roll dice.
It was a 1, so it's not terrible.
Well, it's an 81. Where the fuck did it go? Oh, thanks. All right, let's try again. No, no.
93.
I smell floorboard.
But your first one wasn't 93, was it? It was.
No, it's 81.
Yeah, you can just smell the lingering perfume of Mrs. Selwyn that clearly has clung to Flint's body.
I'm gonna try and lick it on my elbow. This stuff that's come up.
Okay, yeah, you can give me a potion making check as well if you'd like.
57.
57. You lick what you think is whatever was in there, but you accidentally lick a shard of broken glass from the jar, which does not taste nice.
I take a small vial that I happen to have that's empty in my waistcoat, and I just put a little bit in and put a little lid on and put it in my pocket.
Fabulous.
And write something down in my journal.
Of course. Amazing. Nice.
I cast Reparo on it.
You absolutely can, yes. Go ahead. Give me a simple magic check.
Come on, Thomas.
Come on. No.
You cast Reparo and you repair the floorboard, so everything beneath it...
sealed in place.
Gonna need a crowbar.
I think we just go. Let's go to the Obsidian Market.
Okay, so are we all concurring about heading to the market?
Yeah.
So you get in the enchanted carriage and it takes you east into the valley for around 45 minutes, where you see an old tobacconist shop where you have told the carriage to stop, and so it does.
Yes. I go into the alleyway. I say, follow me, chaps.
We follow. Well, I follow.
And I go and I look 6 bricks up and 7 bricks in.
As you're walking down the alley,
Yeah.
see 2 gentlemen sort of leaning against the wall, presumably with the bricks you need to press. And as they see you, one of them sort of cracks his knuckles and he goes, "Can we help you?
No.
If you want to come through here, I suggest you tell me what I need to eat here."
Passion fruit.
He draws his wand. Roll for initiative.
Could have worked.
Oh my lord. Okay, that's a 90.
Yeah. I also got a 90.
Including your bonuses.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, Thomas just entered the game.
What's he got?
6.
Nice.
Nice.
Finally.
Now I have no idea what to do.
Now you're fucked. Like all your rolls can be high again.
Yeah, I've had me one good.
Right, what would it get? What should I have guessed the password as? Oh.
Starting with Thomas, then. So this guy has drawn his wand on your friend.
We don't need to fight. We don't need to fight. Just tell us what we need to do to get through there, and all will be well.
Give me a fast talk for that, please.
60, which is a fail.
What you need to do is tell me what I need to hear. I've told you that. And he turns his wand on you. It's his turn next. He is going to cast... I think he's going to cast Incendio on the bottom of your trousers. Which is a success, so long as you can't dodge it.
Okay. No.
It likes the 50s, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so the bottom of your trousers sort of erupt into flames and they start burning your skin, and you take 11 points of damage.
Seeing him being seared, it's fighting time, boys. I'm sorry, but the knuckle dusters are coming out.
Okay, we move on to Albert, who presumably will be furious with that, and the rage will send him into a frenzy.
I sort of nervously pull out my wand.
Buck up, Albert.
I take a big, deep breath. I'm holding my wand like I'm not used to using it very
Vada
often.
Kedavra.
That's what I was just about to say.
And I cast the Cruciatus curse.
Oh, you're
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
And I cast Aguamenti on the legs of my friend.
Oh.
nice. Okay, give me a simple magic, since this isn't you dueling.
It's only just, amazingly, a fail.
It's a fail.
Do you have it as one prepared spell?
By 3.
So your hands are shaking as you pull it out with 2 hands, and you try and point it at your friend, and you say, Aguamenti! But because of the shaking, instead of spurting the on-fire trousers, you accidentally squirt water in his face. Which, honestly, he needed to cool down after he erupted into flames, so he's not entirely upset about. That brings us on to Flint.
Flint's going to whip out his knuckle dusters and go hit the guy.
Yeah? Okay, nice. Give me a strength check, then.
Oh, really bad. That's a 99.
That's a 99.
Yeah. Not great.
Okay, so you swing and you sort of you miss him completely, and you lose balance because you put so much behind
sips
it.
of hip flask. He's off kilter.
Far too much, and you end up sort of falling on your ass against the wall and then sliding down it. Which brings us to Mr. Beardmore.
Okay, didn't realize you boys couldn't take a joke. Werewolf. Werewolf.
The henchman's face drops like from fury to shock, and says, What are you all fucking around for then? Just set his bloody legs on fire!
I didn't think you were just going to go straight to that.
Well, you know what the security's like around these places.
Well, yeah, but... Oh, come on.
Bloody hell, Aguamenti!
Sorry.
He puts out your...
I thank him.
You're welcome. Look, go on, get in there then, but look, just don't be doing that again.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Sorry, Thomas.
He gives you a slap around the head as you look for the brick as well that you're going to...
That's fair enough, yeah. 6 bricks up and 7 bricks in, that's the one I...
Mm-hmm. So you tap it with your wand, and as you do so, it sort of... The brick seems to sort of fold into the brick next to it, and then the bricks either side sort of fold open, almost like you're taking pieces of jigsaw away as the opening gets larger and larger. And lo and behold, as it opens, you see a market in front of you, bustling, busy, full of lots of people. But although it's busy, you won't mistake this for a successful market. It looks run down. Lots of the tents and awnings are made from cloth with holes in them dangling down. There's cobblestones making the floor, but it's covered in puddles that are dirty, perhaps from dirty rainwater, but a little whiff sort of suggests maybe it could be human waste as well. And around the stalls inside the market, you start hearing calls. Authentic time turners! Get your authentic time turners here! We got wand upgrades, dual cores if you want them. We've got Ravenclaw's own lost diadem, not lost anymore, for a great price just today. You got people shouting, we got potions the Ministry don't want you to have, better even than Beardmore's. The best ingredients from the Ottoman Empire. Just people shouting for all these different offers from stall to stall.
I am roped in to the time turner offer straight away.
Excellent. This rat-like man sort of looks at you from within his awning. Hello, sir. You look like a man of great taste. What can I interest you in?
I'm very excited by the fact that you have time turners just openly for sale. This is
Authentic
amazing.
time turners?
I've always wanted a time turner.
Well, today's your lucky day, sir. I can give you an hour time turner for 16 galleons, or a day long for 130.
If you don't mind, please could I inspect one of your time turners? Could I just hold it and just take a second to observe it?
Oh, I'm afraid not, sir. No galleon, no grab. That's the rule around Obsidian. You know that.
Galleon.
Sort of the rat-like fella holds up this chain, and there's a sort of a circular charm with a small hourglass in the middle. Sort of dangles it in front of you. Greatest craftsmanship in all of wizarding time travel, sir.
I cast like a Revelio, like a charm that reveals things.
Yeah, I tell you what. Just give me a simple magic spell, and it's just to discern what it is, basically.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to go for. It is a hard success.
You know it's a dud. There's no way that this does anything magical.
I'm afraid, I give him the benefit of the doubt. I just think he's got it wrong. I just thought you might want to know that I think what you're holding there is a lovely piece. But it's nothing more than a Muggle necklace. I really like it. Don't get me wrong. I'd love to.
Don't you come around here with your slander.
Albert, you sweet man, but he's a swindler.
I'm a swindler. You're a swindler.
You're a swindler.
You're a swindler.
No, I'm fucking not. You're a swindler. You're trying to peddle bullshit.
All right, just fuck off.
Okay, good job, everyone.
I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
Albert, my friend, he's we get a few of these on the streets, so you'll see a lot of them in the Muggle world that you might have seen. They're called con men.
Oh yes, I've read about those in a couple of Dickens novels.
I'm
I don't know who Dickens is, but right.
I'm gonna head over to the potions guy. But
What there, mate? You come over here for some what? Healing drafts or some troll tonic? What can I help you with?
well, I was just wondering, in what sense are your wares better than Beardmore and Co's?
Oh, that swindler. Oh, I tell you what, he gives it all best custom built, just for you potions. I tell you, he's nonsense. I tell you, just don't be spending your galleons on that, because he'll charge you through the roof as well. I tell you, we got just as good for half the price.
Oh yeah.
What can I interest you in? Healing draft?
Yeah. What's in your healing draft?
We got some wolfsbane, a little bit of mandrake rue. There's some other bits.
How much of each ingredient do you put in?
Well, look, I got a supplier who does the potion making. I'm just a salesman, all right. But look, taste a bit if you want. Just taste a bit and see.
Well, how would you know if you don't know about the potions? How would you know they're better than Beardmore's?
Can you give me just give me a D100 check?
46.
All right. Well, maybe not better than Beardmore's. Like at least as good for less price. Would you? I guess makes it better in a sense. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I just wonder where you get off. Slandering a fellow potion maker when you don't even understand the potions.
So, have I offended you in some way?
Yes.
You don't work for the Beardmores, do you?
This is my name, Leander Beardmore.
Oh, so we meant nothing by it. We just rotate the names of potion makers. It's not personal. It's just sales technique.
What do you mean it's not personal? You're using my name.
Yeah, it's all right. So, you know what? Let me give you an elixir of healing for free, and we'll just call it a day. And I won't use your name again. How about?
I don't want that. But what you can give me is some information.
Yeah. If I've got it, I'll help you. I'm sorry, sir. I really didn't mean anything by it. I swear.
Yeah, so you should be. We've got we're on the case. We're trying to track some people down. They've gone missing.
Right, we've come to the right place. Obsidian Market. This is where everyone goes missing.
Yeah. Rowan Bones, Marsha Selwyn.
So, all right, Rowan is known as a hard worker around here. He'd do the odd jobs for everyone, but it was always get a couple of galleons that would go en route. You know, I don't know who the other person you asked about was. We try not to, people around here, we don't ask too many questions. We keep ourselves to ourselves.
Except when you're slandering the name of good businessmen.
I've given you the information now, mate. All right, let it go. Let me go. I got work. I got other people to see to, all right?
Well, hang on a second. When was the last time you saw Rowan?
I don't know. A week and a half ago, probably. He was buzzing around with those, the new security they've put around here. Yeah, with those belt buckles,
No, I don't know.
Yeah. Are you meant to be here? Do you come here very often, or?
No, but I know the password, so...
Right, there's new security around these parts. It's unofficial. They've just sort of put themselves in here. They've all got that weird squiggle on their belts, like...
Oh, a bit like a W that's been tipped over.
Well, yeah, I suppose so, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Do you know anything about them?
Just, they started coming here a couple months ago, maybe 3, 4, 5, 6 months ago, something like that. They're the enforcers. They recruit a lot of those people down at the Inferno, don't they?
Oh, yeah. Which way? I haven't been there in ages. Is that still... Which way again?
I don't go to the Inferno.
But you know where it is.
That's for the rooters, isn't it?
Yeah. But where is it again?
Don't know, mate. Don't know. You're asking a lot of questions. I'm feeling quite uncomfortable now. If you wouldn't mind just...
Yeah.
Out of payment, I think it's better that you give me that potion. What'd you say?
Which potion?
The healing potion.
But I gave him information instead.
Yeah, you gave him information. I want the healing potion.
Give me either a fast talk or an intimidation, please.
That's a 10.
He hands you a healing elixir. And he says, he's a really good one, all right? It's absolutely fine. And look, I've got plenty of friends all around these parts. Take your time, have a look around. Like, you've got plenty you can buy. And if you were to look around, here's basically a shopping list of the things you might want to buy.
Polyjuice potion. It's expensive.
Couldn't you just brew Polyjuice potion?
I could try.
You will know that Polyjuice potion takes about 6 months to brew, so even if you had the ingredients now, the brewing time would be too long.
Nope. Not possible. We've got 41 galleons between us.
And 10 shillings and 7 fun.
Why are you interested in all that stuff, Albert?
I love the Muggle World. It's full of beauty and wonder, as you would discover if you just take a look for yourself.
How damaged are my trousers from being burned?
They're probably singed up to the knees.
So they're shorts.
Yes, they are short.
Okay. I'm fine with that.
Do you want this healing?
I was
elixir?
going to ask.
Yeah.
If you don't mind. Yeah,
Go on,
thank
mate.
you. I'm going to take the healing potion.
Perfect. Okay, that's going to be 2d6 of hit points.
5.
Better than naught.
It is.
We don't have to spend all the cash here. It might be useful to maintain it and keep it for the next place we go to. We're quite lucky in being able to speak to people and get information that we want, but we might have to...
Yeah, okay. Fine, let's just come back if we want to.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Do you want to give me back the shopping lists, and I'll give them back to you. So you purchased two dark detonators, and that's all you've gone for?
Yeah.
Lovely. Okay. So you've perused the market a little bit. You've bought whatever you want to buy. Is there anything else that you want to do while you're here?
Just gonna ask someone who looks like they know what they're doing, like where we can find the Inferno.
Yeah. So there's this woman who's sort of working behind like maybe an illegal potion sort of place, and you think that she'd be the right sort of person. So you approach her stall and she says, "I love your right."
Yeah, very, very well.
Lovely. Can I do you anything for some mead or some mulled mead?
Some mulled mead might be nice.
Right, ja. And she sort of dips down beneath the thing. She says, "Come a little closer, will you? I don't want to shout in this place." So we've got some boiled vela here. We've got a little bit of root. We've got some troll tonic. Some of the best around, that is. We've also got some liquid leprechaun gold. I tell you, you've never felt anything like it.
Hey, where if I were to buy some, where would one go to take these in around here?
Well, the place that we suggest would be, have you heard of the Inferno?
I've heard of it, but I've never been.
That chap over there named Phil, he's the person who you want to talk to get access. He sort of vets people, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Thanks.
You don't want...
Right. We'll be alright.
Oh, alright then. Well,
How much is it for the troll tonic?
troll tonic, it's going to cost you 7 galleons.
Galleons,
7
and
galleons just for one vial.
what's the effectiveness of this troll tonic?
Well, if you boil it up and you take it, you're going to feel stronger for a good 10 minutes. I'd say probably about 10% stronger, maybe 15. But they say, and I don't know, and probably not ours, because ours' potency is great, but they say that it can make your bones a little brittle after you're done.
Well, got some here already. I don't think there's any need for me to get any more, but thank you.
Where'd you get that from?
Can't tell you.
You can tell me anything, darling.
You sure about that?
Roll charm for me.
Does he do anything else? Charm women.
No, I fucked up this time. 95.
You can give me those eyes all you want, but if you don't give me the name of me competitors, then you're not going to get anything out of me, alright?
Alright, darling. No problem.
Now off you go, Jansen bastard.
Guess we'll go speak to Phil.
Okay. So the person she gestured at, you only saw the back of their head, and as you sort of come round, you can see it's this sort of 17-year-old fella, and he's not really got anything on his stool. There's sort of it's an awning, there's sort of sheets over it, and there's maybe some stuff down and out of sight, but there's nothing sort of that you can see there, and he's just sort of tinkering with some bits down underneath the sort of storefront part of the table as you approach.
Oi, Phil.
Yes?
Is that your name?
Yes.
We're looking for Inferno.
Oh, you were the guys talking about. Okay. Just 1 moment, please. He sort of ducks down beneath this table, and as he comes up, he throws this powder in your face. If everybody can roll a dex for me.
Ooh. 60. Which is dead on the money, if I make it.
Yep, on the money will make it. Yep, you're fine.
12.
Oh,
Yes,
nice.
I failed.
Nice. A hard success for me.
Nice. Fail.
Yeah.
For you two, this powder goes in your eyes, and sort of it feels like almost like there's, once you close your eyes to sort of as a react, it almost feels like there's grains of salt on the back of your eyelids, and it starts to scratch your eyeballs.
You just pepper sprayed us.
Okay. I cast sort of aguamenti. I guess I can't see, so I'm going to try and aguamenti my eyes.
Brilliant. Yeah, give yourself a simple magic.
Yes, a hard success.
Very good. Okay, that was going to really penalise you, but you have been successful in aggravating
Flushed it
yourself.
out.
Very good. In the meanwhile, you two have sort of ducked out of the way and it hasn't hit you, but just as sort of the cloud of powder disappears, you see Phil darting off sort of to your right, his left, sort of dodging, weaving through awnings and stuff. you are on the ground, shielding your eyes.
Yeah, do I take damage or?
No damage. No, it's just gonna hinder you for a second.
Yeah.
That's all.
I'm gonna pick him up, and at the same time try and cast. I guess if he's going in between people, I can't cast a spell.
You can, but you'll need a hard success for it. And there might be repercussions if it goes badly.
Fuck. No, I pick up my mate and try and sort of bring him with me.
Yeah.
As we chase him down.
Lovely. No check needed. You successfully lift your friend.
Tight. After him.
Let's get him. All right.
Cool. Off you go. Okay, everybody. If everybody could make an athletics check for me. See how quickly you're chasing him.
Oh, 14 out of 15.
Nice.
98.
So you trip into more books again or something, you know?
Yeah. You all dart off to after Phil. You're going to be in the front because you didn't fail the dex check. Then it's going to be you. Then you're going to be coming behind after you've been helped up by your friend. You, though you should be in the front, you lose your footing. Your long legs sort of slip in a puddle of human waste which was on the floor, and you sort of splash in it. You'll get back up again and just be at the back of the line, but you're all sort of running after Phil in sort of in a line in that order. And as you sort of weave round and chase him, he sort of goes from the open market into sort of an alleyway. And Flint, you're directly behind him, and he sort of just clumsily throws a spell behind him. So I'm going to need a dodge check to see whether it hits you. It's going to be Bombarder.
89.
89. So the spell sort of hits you and knocks you back, and you are going to take 3 and 9 damage as the Bombarder hits you clumsily. And with it being an explosion, the bricks from the walls either side sort of start to fill behind you, but for your friends are going to have to climb. Meanwhile, Phil carries on. You see him round a corner again to the right as you sort of scramble back up to your feet. So you two are going to need to make some athletics checks to climb over the debris. You'll catch up to them as they do so.
Fail.
Fail?
Fail.
Fail. Okay, we're just going to do a d4 of damage as the bricks subside. So that's going to be 2 for Tom and 3 for Tom. That was not clear. 2 for Tom who rolled first and 3 for Tom who rolled second. Sorry, Beardmore and Thomas.
Yeah.
So you sort of slip down. Maybe you fall into him, which is why he takes more damage and he cushioned your fall. Meanwhile, Albert catches up. But Flint, you're out ahead of the debris. You're back on your feet.
Yep, absolutely. And I'm going to try and cast Stupefy.
Okay, cool. So he's rounded a corner. So you make your way to the corner and you cast Stupefy. Go ahead.
That's a 49. That's a definite hit, but let's go for advantage, and that's a 99. So 49 is just like literally one under.
Amazing. So you, he doesn't even get a chance to dodge because he's in front of you. He doesn't even see you're casting it. You cast a Stupefy and you hit him in sort of the base of the neck, and he sort of flings arse overhead and sort of lands on his back, sort of sprawled on the floor.
I catch up to him and grab his hands, take his one throat to the side, and put his hands behind his back, just like the old Aura days.
Nice.
Hold it right there with a knee on him.
Amazing. He's like panting. The wind's been knocked out of him and he's been sprinting. He's like, sorry, I'm so sorry. Meanwhile, these guys are just about catch up. You get over the bricks. You catch up and you see Flint has sort of taken care of things. He's got Phil by the scruff of the neck. He's like, I'm sorry.
Good job, Flint.
I pat him down. What you got in you? You got anything good?
Okay, yep, so in one pocket you're going to find about 3 galleons. In the other pocket you're going to see a vial of liquid leprechaun gold. And that's about all he's carrying. The rest of it you would presume is left back at his pitching in the market.
Fucking Inferno, tell us about it.
He's here! He's here! And he gestures to this building on his left, and it's this... used to be maybe like a big museum or a theatre, but you can tell now it's fallen on hard times. The doors, though they were like grand double doors, one of them is sort of off their hinges. The windows are boarded up. There's gross stuff oozing from the windowsills. Like it's probably was a grand building in its day, but it's not its day anymore.
Does he appear to be telling the truth? Can you tell?
Give me an intelligence check. Flint, you can do this as well as the one that's there questioning him.
By 1. Fail by 1.
27, yeah. So that's a Success.
Yeah, so you've done this plenty of times in your time. You've interrogated people, you've hit them with spells, and you can see he's panicked. He's not willing to risk lying about this because he doesn't want to get into even more pain. So you trust him.
How do you know Rowan?
Rowan was my best friend until he got in with those. And as he's about to say the next word, from behind you, you hear the words Avada Kedavra, and a flash of green light hits Phil square in the chest. You're terrified because it's not far from you.
Jesus.
And Phil just falls lifeless into your arms.
Do we see where this came from?
It's the end of Act 1.
Oh!
Master of the island in the North Sea. Giver of jobs. Maker of futures. Pioneer of magic.
Well, I'll break your fingers, so...
Stand back! Any of you!
I cast Imperio.
That was it. I was taken away as a teenager away from the Muggle world.
Caw, caw, caw!